Hi Capricorn, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me. So, as you'll notice this month, you guys have got 2 bonus readings, okay? So, you've got your extended love reading on the channel, an extended Celtic Cross love reading, and you've also got this reading, which is the relationship spread, how does he or she feel about me, okay? So, I'm using the Rider-Waite. So this is my Is He or She the One Rider-Waite deck. I know, I'm a bit anal like that, but each deck is labelled for one thing, but it all serves a purpose and stuff. So, yeah, we're using clarifiers as well with the small Rider-Waite deck as well, okay? So, without further ado, what we're going to do, we're going to start. I'll show you how this particular spread is laid. So universe spirit, show me. This reading, Capricorn, is for if you like someone, if you're interested in someone, if you're in a relationship with someone and you're uncertain of how they feel about you or how the relationship is going. If somebody keeps coming in and out of your life, this reading is for people who have somebody around them at least. It's not for singles. It's not for people who don't have anybody at all. It's for people who are interested in someone. You're in a relationship or you're in an on-again, off-again relationship, that type of thing. There has to be somebody around you, or maybe you've just split with someone. It's that type of thing. So, universe spirit, show me. Show me how, show me the person that Capricorn is interested in at the moment. Show me the person that Capricorn is interested in. Show me the person that Capricorn is interested in. I need to see them in card 1. I need to see what this person's attributes are. I need to see what this person's flaws are. What are this person's inner thoughts and feelings about Capricorn? What are Capricorn's inner thoughts and feelings about this person? What are the strengths in the relationship or the potential relationship with Capricorn and this individual? What is the potential for a... No, sorry. What are the weaknesses in card number 7 in this relationship? What is the potential for a healthy relationship between Capricorn and this individual? Whoopsie daisy. Wow, that fell out. We'll put it back in there. What is the final analysis that you have on this relationship between Capricorn and this individual, and what's the potential roadblocks? So what are the blockages to Capricorn and this person achieving a healthy relationship? Show me. Alright, so we've shuffled the cards. I'm going to split the cards into 3, collect them back up, Capricorn. And what we're going to do, the first card is in the middle here, to the right. And this is the person that you're interested in. This is what their attributes are at the top, and this is what their flaws are. So they're negative aspects, basically. This is this person's inner thoughts on you, inner thoughts and feelings about you, Capricorn. This might be your inner thoughts and feelings about this individual. This area here is showing what the potential strengths are in this relationship. This is showing what the weaknesses are. And this card is showing what the potential for a healthy relationship is. This card here is the final analysis of the relationship, the outcome, the potential outcome, and this is any blockages that would stop you from having a healthy relationship. As we turn the cards around, the Page of Swords is the energy of this spread. So I always take from the bottom card, okay? So the energy around you with this Page of Swords, sometimes this means that, you know, it can mean that somebody's being honest and they're standing, somebody's ready to strike, they're ready to communicate and stand in their truth. So Capricorn, you might be dealing with an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra individual. It might be somebody that's younger than you. It could be somebody who's spying on you or somebody who's quite inquisitive about you. But it can also, the Page of Swords, show somebody who's being very secretive. So some of you guys, the energies might be around secrecy. This is about talking the truth, but the problem with the Page of Swords as a messenger, it's either that the truth is delayed, so a message is delayed, or it's bad news with the Page of Swords as communication. If you get the Page of Swords, you're waiting forever for a message. It's like Page of Pentacles in a way. So the energies around this, it might be that you're dealing with a air sign individual, might be somebody who's slightly younger, might be somebody who's trying to find out information on you, but they're not really giving anything away. So this might be something to do with communicating being delayed around this situation with you and this individual, or a lack of communication with the Page of Swords. It might be the situation is the need to find out more information with this Page of Swords. Might also be there's a bit of secrecy, because this is the person who holds secrets as well. Now, looking at the person, we are looking at this card here. So this person's very cautious. They're the 9 of Wands. The person you're interested in, the thing with the tarot, it's super complicated at times because the cards are so multifaceted. You could be somebody who's waiting as a Nine of Wands person. You're waiting, you're kind of eager, you're kind of on you're on tenterhooks. Is this thing going to happen? Is it going to happen? This is what the Nine of Wands can be. It can show somebody who's quite resilient. They've been through the wars, but they're still holding out there. So it shows somebody who is standing in their confidence. Regardless of any type of difficulty they've been through, they're still standing and hoping in there. It shows a real strength of will when you get the Nine of Wands. But also this can be somebody who's just plain scared and anxious. So this person that we're looking at here around you is that. This can also be somebody who's trying to protect themselves, because the Nine of Wands is somebody who goes into defense mode, protection mode. So this person might be trying to protect themselves against you, against something. But this person looks on tenterhooks here to me with the Nine of Wands. So this is who the person is. Might also be, this is either possibly an air sign or it could be a Sagittarius, Aries, Leo individual, Capricorn. This person's positive attributes are, wow, how can you have the attribute of the Ten of Swords? That's interesting. Their attributes are the Ten of Swords. Well, if I were to look at the Ten of Swords and think of it as an attribute, I'd have to look at what this person is withstanding with those 10 swords. And what the 10 swords are doing is they are mental energy. And this person is having to cope with a lot of mental energy. So there's a lot of thoughts, there's a lot of things to do, there's a lot of things to say, there's a lot of communication. But it's not so much communication. This is about the ideas that are weighing someone down. The Ten of Swords. So their attributes are the Ten of Swords. And I think their attributes are the ability to withstand a lot of information, or their ability to to cope with perhaps a lot of things or a lot of information. This is somebody who has a lot of ideas. This is overkill by a lot of mental pressure. So this is someone who's probably, remember, swords aren't just words and they're not just thoughts, they're also struggles. So this person has the ability to withstand a lot of struggles in their life, because their attributes, their personal, their positive attributes of this individual are the Ten of Swords. So this person's it's very strong, and they're strong here as well. That's interesting. I think this person here, the person that we're looking at for you guys, Capricorn, is somebody who is very resilient with this Nine of Wands, because their personal attributes, their positive attributes are they're able to withstand a lot of pressure. Alright, this is what these two cards have in common. People that are able to withstand a hell of a lot of pressure. Mental pressure, physical pressure, energy pressure. There's a lot of pressure that this person is able to withstand. Okay, so they're very strong, this person I think I'm looking at here. What is their flaws though? What are their flaws? Well, the Eight of Wands in the reverse. They're not particularly proactive, are they? I mean, they're slow. They're slow to launch stuff. They're slow to communicate, and that could be why the energy is around the Page of Swords. Lack of communication. Somebody's concealing something. They're not owning up to something. They could too, because this is all about the truth. But it's the truth that the person doesn't want to tell you. And that's why I think we've got this Page of Swords. The similarities between the Eight of Wands in the reverse and the Page of Swords, Capricorn, are somebody that withholds information. So I think that this person, their faults or their flaws are they're not very quick, maybe in communicating with you, maybe in sending messages. Maybe even kind of being proactive, like coming over or seeing you, or, you know, whoever this individual is. Whether you know them really well or you don't know them really well, this person won't move very quickly with that Eight of Wands. They're not particularly spontaneous either with the Eight of Wands. They might be quite nervous with those Eight Wands being in the reverse. They also withhold information as well, I feel, with this Eight of Wands in the reverse, as a negative spot for them. What does this person think about you? Well, they see you as Judgment reverse, so they might think that you've got a lot of stuff that you're suppressing here. If they know you, then they feel that you're not ready to come back to them, because Judgment in the reverse is not giving somebody a second chance. So it might be that their inner thoughts about you is that if they've done something here, especially if they've been reticent in communication and the energy is around the truth, but somebody who's withholding the truth, again, could be a fire sign or an air sign, it might be their inner thoughts, oh, well, this person is not ready to give me a chance. This person's not willing to, because the Judgment card in the reverse means you don't get the second chance and somebody's not going to call you. Judgment in the, again, this is, I'm getting a lot of withholding shit in this reading. And they see you as the Judgment card in the reverse. So you're not, they also might see you as somebody who doesn't deal with stuff. Because Judgment in the upright means that you deal with your demons, you know. These people here who are risen from the ground, Capricorn, have been awakened. So there's a wake-up call here that makes somebody deal with their shit. Or there's, you know, a communication out of the blue, usually from the past, because this area here, the people that are risen up are usually dead. They're usually from the past. They're usually, you know, this is a situation that hasn't been dealt with in a while. But they see you as judgment in the reverse. So they might see you as somebody who's not really ready to make a decision or some form of a judgment here. How do you see them? Wow, you see them as the star. But I think that you see this person as out of reach. Just judging by how many cards there are that's saying that this person, their flaws are the Eight of Wands in the reverse. They're not particularly proactive. They seem to hold back an awful lot of information. And the energies around them are the Page of Swords. The energies around this, somebody who's concealing. This person here is a person who looks probably quite nervous or on edge. But they're able to withstand a lot of pressure. They hold in there, but they're still nervous. There's a nervous energy, but there's also very much a strength with this person. I think that you might think this person's out of reach with the Star card. Your thoughts about them, where you might find them very attractive with the Star energy, but it might be because they're at a little bit of an epistemic distance from you with that Star card there. Could all change though with the clarifiers. The strengths in this relationship are the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So the less you know about the person, that's what the strength is, because the Three of Pentacles in the reverse is where there is no fruition. There are no rewards for a project. It means that the planning of something, the planning of a project is not coming through. It also means with the Three of Pentacles there's a lack of recognition for hard work and labour. Somebody's not recognising your skills and your talents. And maybe that's maybe for some of you guys that is actually a strength, simply because if there's a lack of recognition, and especially if, I mean, this person sees you as judgment in the reverse. So they see you as somebody who's possibly a little bit nervous, even possibly nervous. This energy is you guys aren't communicating with someone probably with the Page of Swords. You want to communicate, but there's no communication going on here. There's secrets, there's things that are being withheld, being the energy. This person's flaws are, they're not very forthcoming, and they also show us quite nervous. But the good thing is they're able to withstand a lot of pressure. You might see them as being out of reach with the Star card, and they might see you as not being somebody who makes a decision. You don't come forward with what you feel deep down. So all of these cards in one way or another, here, here, here and here, show me or are telling me, and this one being the overall energy, Capricorn, that it seems to me that there is a lot of distance within this situation here. They're seeing you as quite distant with judgment in the reverse, and you're seeing them as quite distant as the Star. Something that is probably not attainable, very attractive but not attainable. Because their flaws are they don't say anything, they don't come forward, they don't communicate what they're feeling with that Eight of Wands reverse. They're very slow to act. Might be because they're quite nervous with the Nine of Wands. They're kind of a bit twitchy and thinking, what do I do? I'm very close to it, but every time they get close to something, it's like, ah, man, back out. I don't think some of you guys know this person 100% well. Or if you know them, you're twitchy around each other. But the strengths are Three of Pentacles in the reverse. That whatever this is not showing rewards. And that there is a lack of recognition, maybe on either part. And it might be that it being at this stage, being this, it sets the tone for a little bit of mystique going on here. I think that this might be for a lot of you guys a relationship where you don't probably know an awful lot about this individual. And this individual doesn't know a lot about you. And if you do know something of each other, I don't think the relationship has gone to a huge level, personally. Because the mystique is still there with the Three of Pentacles reversed. In terms of love, you know, this is where something is not developing. Because the Three of Pentacles are in the upright. And I don't think it would ever be the Three of Pentacles in the upright, judging by the way that these cards look. Because the Three of Pentacles in the upright in terms of love, it's either third-party situations or it's people that are developing and working and socialising together and getting to know each other. Here in the reverse, there's not a lot of talking going on, but that's your strength. Because maybe there should be a little bit of distance and mystique. Maybe if you really did know whatever you knew about each other, maybe that would break, maybe you wouldn't like what you saw. What is the weakness? Well, the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Stagnation. So your strength is, and I think the strength is showing what you guys feel, and maybe what this other person feels. It's almost like you guys are tiptoeing around someone. I'm seeing a lot of tiptoeing going on with this reading. And I think this person's tiptoeing around you as well, Capricorn. Okay. And it's the inability with this Two of Pentacles to really manage the situation here. A lot of pressure, a lot of kind of stagnation with this Two of Pentacles reversed. That's your weakness. You know, yours, to me, this is almost like you want something to come to fruition, but you're afraid of it doing that. Maybe that it's going to break whatever it is that you're trying to, whatever illusion it is that each of you is set up for the other. I think this is what the case is. What is the likelihood of the potential for a healthy relationship? Well, it's the Seven of Cups. Well, it's a no. Because the Seven of Cups is all over the place. For me, this would be a no. It's potential. Maybe if you got your act together, yeah. But this shows an illusion. It's not healthy. And this is what I was saying. I think there's an illusion going on within this relationship between you and someone else. Capricorn. Something's not real here. Something is not real. The potential for a healthy relationship shows an illusion of the Seven of Cups. What it shows is a daydream. It doesn't show reality. There is no reality to this relationship. Maybe because you guys won't let it be reality. Because your strength is in the lack of recognition, the lack of rewards. It's almost like things are kept at a distance, and that's where the strength is. That is where things are kept more comfortable. You see this person as a star, out of reach. Or you put them on a pedestal, but they're out of reach to you. So your thoughts about them are, they're the star probably, but your feelings are, oh, well, maybe I can't. Maybe, you know, they wouldn't look at me, maybe. It'll be difficult for me to attain this individual. They see you as judgment. You don't really say what you're feeling. There's things that you're burying down deep and you're not really coming forth. Their flaws are they're not very proactive. They're not very confident maybe in communicating. They seem to hold back a lot. And they're also showing us somebody who's quite nervous, but they'll hold in there. They can withhold the pressure till kingdom come. Your weaknesses are the Two of Pentacles. A lot of stagnation going on here in the reverse, which means that, and I knew that there was something like this that will come up, because I was saying before this card came up, it seemed like an illusion to me, and I was right. The potential for a healthy relationship is the Seven of Cups, and that's not healthy. When things are an illusion, when they're not real, when they're, you know, clouded with make-believe, which is what the Seven of Cups is, it's not a healthy relationship because you're not really getting to the nitty-gritty of whatever this thing is. The final analysis on this situation is the Ten of Wands. So it says the final analysis is you can actually release whatever the pressure is here. Okay, the final analysis is on how the outcome could go. Well, the outcome could be very good. The potential for a healthy relationship is not good because it's the Seven of Cups in the upright. So it means that this thing is not real. It's an illusion. It's on a cloud. It's confusing. It's not. This isn't based in reality. So that if you get a relationship that's not based in reality, it can't be healthy. But it's saying in the overall outcome, the final analysis, Capricorn, well, you could actually push through. The Ten of Wands is in the reverse, so it says you could actually lose the pressure. The both of you could. Well, what is it that are blocking you to doing this? The Knight of Swords. Your confidence is a blockage. Because Knight of Swords is confidence. And it's the ability just to go for something. It might be that there's a Gemini person around either one of you that's a problem. Or an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But barring that, it's probably your confidence. That's the problem in terms of having a healthy relationship. Confidence and self-belief that you can achieve whatever this is. Let's get some clarifiers on the go. You know, I think the energies around you guys are probably withholding information, puts things on hold, leaves someone in a state of suspense and unhappy with that Four of Cups energy showing up there. Okay, and I think that's what's going on with those cards here. So it's either you, it's probably the both of you that are withholding some information on each other with this Page of Swords here. And it's bringing things to a halt, which is then encouraging dissatisfaction with whatever this is. Because there's no openness. I don't see openness within this reading between you and somebody else, whether you know them very well or not. And I'm getting the impression for a lot of you guys, you don't know somebody that well. You're tiptoeing around each other and it's time to stop. You either do this thing or you don't. Let's have a look at the clarifiers. I want to see why this person is the Nine of Wands. Now, this can change things up or it can enhance the reading, okay? Why is this person that Capricorn likes the Nine of Wands? Why is this person the Nine of Wands? Why is this person the Nine of Wands in two cards? Eight of Pentacles is effort. Right. So they're a little bit cautious. But also they're at the place where they really do want to do something. So they're nervous. Why? Because they want to put some effort into the relationship. They are very nervous, but they want to put effort into the relationship. Okay? Capricorn. They want to put effort into the relationship with you. Because you're Capricorn, Queen of Pentacles. I just pulled a third card. This person's nervous because they want to put an effort into the relationship with you, Capricorn. Alright? They're just filled with nerves. That's what they are. They really do want to put some effort into the relationship. They really want to work on a relationship with you. They really want to work on getting to know you. Because Queen of Pentacles is a Capricorn card. Why are their attributes the Ten of Swords? Why is this person's attributes, positive attributes, the Ten of Swords in 2 cards? Because the Lovers. Alright, so they've had a relationship that didn't work out because they've got the Lovers card, but they were looking that there's been isolation in terms of a relationship. And this person's attributes is they've probably been able to, you know, they've probably weathered the worst time in their lives in terms, and we've got the Tower here as well, okay? Okay. This can also be an affair sometimes as well. You get the Lovers, 5 of Pentacles is an illicit affair that brought a breakdown. So there might have been an affair that this person withstood as well. And it might be that their attributes are that if they could weather this, they can weather anything. So this person's quite solid. They've been through an awful lot and they're able to withstand a lot of pressure because they had it here. And they're on edge because they actually want to work on a relationship or work on getting to know you, Capricorn. However, their flaws are the 8 of Wands reversed. Why is this person's flaws the 8 of Wands reversed? Why is this person's flaws the 8 of Wands reversed? Show me in 2 cards. Because the Emperor. Alright, I think they've got some very conventional ideas in terms of how they achieve stuff here. So this might be a matter of self-pride. Their flaws, I think, are based on self-pride. They're not very forthcoming, I feel, this individual. I think they've got a lot of pride because you've got an Emperor here, a very proud individual. Alright, and you've got the World card, which is the card of great success. Alright, it doesn't show somebody who's insecure as such, but I think they've got maybe some great card. And this is like a world order type of thing because you've got world and order. So it's because of a world order that they don't do this. It might be that they are working somewhere else. It might be that they're in a high pressure job because you've got an order from the world or world order. The world is here and an order here. So world establishment. It might be that they're not so forthcoming. It might be that they can't. They're away with that 8 of Wands. They're very distant from you. It might be because they're in a position where, you know, they can't communicate so easily, for example. They might be in the army, for example. They might be in a regiment or something like that. But it also might be because of world order. Maybe this is something that they're, you know, if it's not a social thing, well, not that I mean a social thing, it's not a working thing, if it's not a case of that they can't do it because of their job or something like that, it might be because of their job. It might be because of the position that they're in, you know. Because the Emperor is a high position here. It might be in a world business, for example, you know, a world organisation, because the Emperor is often an organisation and this is the world. So it might be that this person is high up in a world organisation, which is why their flaws are the 8 of Wands. They can't communicate so readily. It might be something to do with what they do, okay? Let's have a look at why they see you as Judgment in the reverse. Might be also, as I said, something to do with their beliefs here. Why does this person see Capricorn as Judgment in the reverse? Why does this person see Capricorn as Judgment in the reverse? Show me. Because the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Cups in the reverse, that's interesting. It's interesting because the Ace of Swords is all about the truth and the Queen of Cups is about somebody who is highly emotional. Alright, they're not, this person doesn't see things very clearly. I think they see you as Judgment in the reverse because I think that they think of you as Judgment in the reverse because I think that you are not very open as an individual. Yeah, they know that something's going on with you, but you're not willing to reveal it with that Judgment in the reverse. So they're seeing you as somebody who's quite stagnant in terms of your emotion. It's because of this Ace of Swords and the Queen of Cups reverse. Well, the Queen of Cups in the reverse is about somebody who has feelings, but the feelings are kind of fucked, if that makes any sense. This is somebody who finds it difficult to deal with a situation emotionally. So it might be the Ace of Swords being such an honest card, and where we open up clearly. It's about what we're clear. This is about clarity here, opening up. It might be that they feel that you're not emotionally open. So you're not an emotionally open individual, because the Ace of Swords is a card about being open, especially in terms of ideas and communication. But this person here, the Queen of Cups, is in the reverse, is quite insecure about that, especially emotionally. And she's not very open emotionally either. Okay, if she's open emotionally, it's usually in a very negative way. So she's usually blaming everybody for everything. So she finds it very difficult to emote things in the right way. And I think that with this Ace of Swords, this is all about being clear. But the emotion of the Queen of Cups in the reverse, she's not very clear emotionally. And she finds it very difficult in the reverse to actually emote how she feels, to actually bring some form of honesty to how she feels. So I think this person sees you as judgment in the reverse, because I think that you might find it difficult emoting something very clearly. And it might be that they feel that you're the type of person that suppresses an awful lot of shit. You see them as the star. Why does Capricorn see this person as the star in 2 cards? Why does Capricorn see this person as the star in 2 cards? Because the 2 of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords. Okay. That's interesting. I've never seen that combination together. Sorry, I'm just looking at this card. I've never seen this combination together at all. The 2 of Pentacles is a card about needing to manage, needing to go with this is somebody who's very good at managing stuff with this 2 of Pentacles. Okay. I think that you see them as a star, because I think that with this 2 of Pentacles, this person is very good at managing stuff. I think this person's also very assertive as an individual. I see this person as being very much in charge of something here. I think they manage and they're very assertive. I think you see them as the star. I think it's because of what they do, personally, from what I can see. I don't think that this is a jealousy thing, because even if you saw them as the star, somebody who was in high office, and they could be because they're here, they're around that emperor in the world. It could be a world organisation that they work for example. And their flaws are communicating because they might work for a world order. It might be difficult for them to communicate, for example. It might be that they have a certain idea, conventional idea about stuff with this Emperor in the world energy. Okay? It might be that they've got a lot of ego here, because you've got 2 very high cards, Emperor and World. Okay? The Emperor is somebody who's quite an authority figure, and they might be very successful with that. So it might be that they are in a place of... But I see this person, even though they might be in a place of high office or high duty or something like that with these 2 cards, and I see that the flaws are they don't communicate that much. I feel that there is a real tenderness to this individual here, and it's almost like they can see into you with these energies here. But you see them as the star. I think that you see them as very inspirational. It might be the way that they manage stuff is putting others to shame, because this 3rd swordsman doesn't have to be a bad person. We don't know really what the hell's going on here, but it might be the way that they carry themselves, manage stuff is putting people to shame. I think that you put this person on a really big pedestal, and it might be that you've got fears of your own about approaching this person. I don't think this person really is afraid of... I don't think that they are really afraid of approaching you. I think you're more afraid of approaching them, if anything, Capricorn. And if they are afraid, it's something to do with the way that they've been brought up. If they are afraid, it might indeed be something to do with their ego as well, because you've got this World and the Emperor energy showing here. But here, they're on tenterhooks. They're showing us nervous because they want to work on a relationship with you, or they want to work on some form of friendship with you here. And you're the Queen of Pentacles. You're sitting right bang smack in there. It says that this is what they want to work on with you. But their flaws are they don't come forward very often. The Eight of Wands. I don't think they're lazy, because the reasons are the Emperor and the World. Maybe they've got some high sort of standing on something here. Maybe they've got some you know, thoughts that they've grown up with. It's not the Hierophant energy, but it's close enough, I feel, to those energies. But it also might be that they work for a certain world order or world office or world organisation. This could be world and this is organisation. So they might not be able to. But there is a tenderness to this person because they know how to withhold a lot of pressure here in their attributes. So they're very strong. I think they've been hurt in love before. They see you as quite a suppressive person. You seem to suppress a lot with that Judgment card. You're not able to tackle things very easily. I think they see you as with that Judgment card in the reverse, Capricorn. I think they see communication for you as being difficult because the Queen of Cups is more inward in the reverse. So I think that they see that you communicating for some of you Capricorns is being very difficult. You might be quite shy as well to communicate because Queen of Cups in reverse can be somebody who's very chronically shy. She doesn't have to be a pig in the reverse. She can just be really chronically shy. And with the Ace of Swords, she'd be too shy to communicate. So this person might see that you're too shy to communicate. Maybe this is someone some of you guys have met at work or something like that. Maybe this is a boss or something like that. But this person looks interested here in getting to know you. You see them as the star. It might be the way that they carry themselves, the way that they manage things might put other people to shame. They might also manage others, manage other people, for example. It might be, you know, that they've got management skills with the Two of Pentacles and it's put them ahead of the rest, potentially. So I think that this person is of great aspiration to you, Capricorn. And it might be somebody that you feel is a little bit out of reach because of what they've achieved. The strengths to your relationship with the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Why is the Three of Pentacles reverse the strength of this particular relationship? Two cards. Because the Ace of Pentacles, which can be money, work, and this was reversed, Ten of Swords in reverse. Well, I think that a commitment is not strong enough with this Ten of Swords, because the Ten of Swords in the reverse is, it's not over, because it never really started for some of you guys, because the Ten of Swords is not there. In the upright. Ten of Swords in the upright says it's over. This in the reverse says, well, whatever is over is now being released. Okay, there's recovery here. But we've got it in reverse, the Ten of Swords, which means release, and something is in recovery. Which is interesting. The strengths are you guys aren't really recognising that much of each other at the moment. There aren't really that many plans being prepared, and if there are, things aren't coming to fruition. It might be that something about a commitment is in recovery, or somebody's in recovery over a commitment. And it might be to a Queen of Wands in the reverse. This might be a little bitch. Sorry. Don't kill me if you're Aries or, you know, or Leo or Sag, alright? I'm not being horrible, but Queen of Wands, she can be an insecure individual, but she can also be a right cow, a problem. So it might be that at the moment it is the best place for you guys to be in with this Three of Pentacles, especially if you're seeing somebody across the office or something, you don't really know much about them. It might be that they're in recovery after a commitment to, you know, a nasty individual or somebody who wasn't suitable for them, and this wouldn't be you, this is somebody else. Could be a fire sign, female or male, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Might be this person's in recovery from a commitment with somebody who wasn't very good for them. So it might be that the strongest place at the moment this relationship is at a little bit of a distance, and that things don't come to, plans don't come to fruition, maybe the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Your weakness is the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Why is the weakness the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, show me? Because the Six of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Well, it might be that somebody's dealing with the weaknesses. Somebody might be dealing with a lot of pressure here. They might be being challenged by somebody here. This Six of Swords shows somebody who's trying to move forward, but they've got somebody who's challenging their freedom or challenging their potential to move on. So it might be that the weakness is one of you is going through a very pressurised state at the moment, and it looks like it might be because of a third party, especially as your strengths are at the moment, this thing is not evolving in terms of this relationship, because I reckon one of you, and it might be this person here, the person that you guys are interested in, might be recovering from a commitment with somebody who wasn't suitable. And it might be that the weakness is this person's under a lot of pressure with that Two of Pentacles, because this person's challenging them, moving on. So it might be that there's a difficult love triangle going on with this individual. The potential for a healthy relationship at the moment is the Seven of Cups. Why is the potential for a healthy relationship for Capricorn with this person, the Seven of Cups? Why is the potential for a healthy relationship with this person for Capricorn, the Seven of Cups in the upright? Show me 2 cards. There it is, the Nine of Wands again. Okay. I think pressure is bringing a lot of burdens. Pressure is bringing a hell of a lot of burdens. Because this is the card of pressure and this is the card of burdens. Somebody might feel pressured by an abuser, for example, or somebody who is toxic. So I think that the most likely outcome so far for a potential is no, with this Seven of Cups in the upright. Because there's a lot of confusion at the moment. And the confusion might be to do with this individual here. Because this is the only person I'm really seeing being under huge pressure. It might be you as well, Capricorn. It might be the other way around. But so far I think it, because I'm seeing this person being the Nine of Wands, I'm thinking this person's under a huge, and because I'm seeing that they've been withstanding a lot of burdens, there was a breakup in a relationship for them here. And also that the strengths are that you don't really get too close to whoever this person is at the moment, because they're recovering from a commitment or a marriage, whatever it was, with some person that wasn't potentially good for them, could have been a fire sign individual here. And because I also see the weaknesses, I think it's mainly on this person that they're very burdened. Because every time they try and move on, they're being challenged by maybe this individual here. Okay? Well, they're challenged by, you know, the law or some legal situation with the Knight of Swords energy. And therefore, the potential at the moment with this is the Seven of Cups, no. Things are too all over the place. And I think it's because this person's experiencing a hell of a lot of pressure wherever they are, in terms of whatever this relationship was that's bringing a huge heap of burdens with the Devil energy. What is the final analysis for this situation? What is the final analysis on this relationship? What will be the outcome? What is the outcome and the final analysis being? It's just chucked out 2 cards. Well, you've got the High Priestess and the Devil and the Eight of Swords, and I think that there is... you know, it says that the overall outcome or the final analysis is the Ten of Wands. Well, there's going to be something that will be revealed. Something's going to come to a conclusion now with this, because the Ten of Wands in the reverse is where you're releasing pressure. So whatever pressure is being built up here, and I am seeing pressure between you and somebody else here, I think it's going to be lessened. And how it's lessened, it's because the clarifier is the High Priestess in the upright, and that is nothing will happen here potentially for some of you guys, because the High Priestess represents avoidance, and it represents very passive energy that's causing confusion. So in that confusion, maybe this person drawing back, it could be this person that draws back, which leads or brings confusion, or it could be that this person avoids you or the situation because they're confused. Okay, they might be confused by a family situation, something that they're going through right now. And that's how you'll get your kind of conclusion with this Ten of Wands in the reverse. The final analysis is that all will be revealed with that Ten of Wands reversed. Remember, the Ten of Wands upright also means people that conceal stuff. In the reverse, it means that they're letting it down. So all will be revealed. And it will be, I feel, in the person's actions, Capricorn, that they will create distance with this High Priestess, because they might be confused about their own personal situation going on here. I think you'll get the gist from whatever this person's doing here. And the block to a healthy relationship with this person is the Knight of Swords. Why is the blockage to a healthy relationship with this person for Capricorn the Knight of Swords? Show me. Page of Cups. Wow, that's interesting. Because the Page of Cups, Nine of Cups. Page of Cups is flirtatiousness, brings happiness. The blocks to you having a healthy relationship with this person is, it might be that they are presenting themselves in a way as the Knight of Swords. It might be that they're just looking to have some fun, something fleeting here. because the Page of Cups, and this is flirtatiousness, this is nice banter, it brings happiness, but it might be that something can't move any further than that for some of you Capricorns, okay? It's not going to resonate, and I don't expect to get loads of thumbs up, as I say, but it might resonate with you because it's a very, very specific reading, okay? So let's go back, and the overall energies are, I think that this is, withheld information is causing stagnancy and unhappiness in a relationship here for some of you guys. This person that some of you guys are interested in, Capricorn, if this resonates with you, they're very nervous because they would like to work on a relationship with you. It shows it. Hard work and effort, putting a hard work and effort into a relationship, Two of Cups, with the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn. Capricorn is a Queen of Pentacles card. So this person is very, very nervous because they do want to do this. Because the good thing with them, their strengths are that they're able to withhold a lot of pressure. They've probably been very hurt as well, but they know what their strengths are. Because there's been a relationship here. Possibly there's distance in a relationship with that Five of Pentacles. Could also be a third party situation that ended in the Tower breakup. So they've been through a lot of pressure and they're very strong. They're much stronger for it. But their weakness or their flaws are they're not very proactive. It might be because they work within a world organisation. So they might be very distant from you, for example. They might work very, very far away from you. It might be that they're in a position of power because the Emperor is a power card and this is a high office card, the World. So they might be in a high office or a high power or highly driven position. It might be something to do with their conventional thoughts and wisdom that with this World card creates some distance from you as well. Maybe that's one. There might be something to do with ego. But they seem to be very sort of reticent here for one reason or the other. How they see you is somebody who suppresses your feelings. They know that you like them because they're seeing you as judgment in the reverse. You're not willing to come forward. You're suppressing a hell of a lot of things that you want to say, that you want to dredge up. There's a lot of things that you're holding back on. But that's because the Ace of Swords. And I think that you are, with this Queen of Cups, I think you're very shy to communicate maybe with this individual, to communicate your feelings. But you see them as the star. And you see them as the star, somebody who's on a star, somebody who's highly recognisable, but slightly out of reach. It might be because they manage others. It might be because how they manage stuff puts others to shame. It might be because how they manage stuff with this Two of Pentacles has put them in a place of authority, with the Five of Swords showing that. The strengths are that you guys really do have some distance, I think here with this Three of Pentacles, because Three of Pentacles in the reverse represents a lack of recognition for one's skills, talents, but it also recognises where a plan has not come to fruition. So it's wise. The strength is that things are a little bit distant between you and this individual at the moment, Capricorn, because this person, and I think it's the person you're interested in, I think that they are just starting to recover with that Ten of Swords in the reverse from a commitment with a difficult individual. Could have been a fire sign, male or female. The weakness for you guys is this person still tackling a hell of a lot of pressure here. And it could be because they're trying to move on, but they're being challenged. So it might be they're still stuck in something with someone that doesn't want them to move on, despite what they've done. And therefore, the potential for a healthy relationship with this person, well, it's the Seven of Cups. And that's not a healthy relationship. It's fantasy. It might be that the potential at the moment, it's all in the realm of fantasy with that Seven of Cups. Because this person is going through a lot of pressure that's bringing about a lot of burdens with that Devil energy. The final analysis is, I think that you'll get your truth with that Ten of Wands in the reverse. There's a lot of pent-up stuff going on here, a lot of angst, a lot of not wanting to say this, that and the other, a lot of fancying going on, a lot of liking going on between you and this individual, but you just can't do anything about it at the moment. And it's mainly because this person's got issues, I feel. But I do feel there'll be a release of pressure here with this Ten of Wands in the final analysis. The outcome is there will be a release of pressure, because this person might just end up avoiding you because they're confused with the Ace of Swords by a family situation. And that's how you'll get your resolution on this. So for you guys who are thinking, yeah, what the hell's going on with this person? I like them, they show me that they like me, but there's no movement forward, there's no this, no that. it might be that this person just ends up avoiding the situation with the High Priestess because they're confused by their family situation here. And the overall outcome, the potential roadblocks or the blockages to you having any type of healthy relationship is the Knight of Swords. This person might be, because of all of this situation here underneath, they might just be a player with the Knight of Swords. They might just get a little bit of a kick from flirting with you, the flirtatiousness. So the eyes and the, you know, the little smiles or the little this or the little that, that might give them their happiness or satisfaction for the day. But they might not be looking exactly to take this really further. It just looks like this person's got issues that they're dealing with and they don't have time. Not really. They'd love to do that with you. They really would. They'd love to work on something with you, get to know you, Capricorn. But everything else that's going on around this person, I don't think it allows for this to happen at the moment. All right, that is your reading. How does he, she feel about me reading? I would like to say, Capricorn, thanks ever so much for joining me. And I'll see you guys on your general Celtic cross reading. Take care.